The butter sitting in your refrigerator right now could be slowly wrecking your health. And before you click away, I need you to know one thing. The American dairy industry has some serious secrets it doesn't want you to discover. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which 5 brands of butter you must avoid at all costs. I'll also tell you which 2 butters are truly worth your money. You'll want to stick around until the end, because the final recommendation might just surprise you. Butter is something most of us take for granted. We spread it on our morning toast, bake with it in our cakes, and add it to mashed potatoes and sauces. The average American eats about 6.5 pounds of butter each year. That works out to roughly 26 sticks, and most people simply grab whatever is cheapest on the shelf or the brand their grandmother always bought. This is where things get interesting. Laboratory tests, government inspections, and consumer protection agencies have uncovered some genuinely shocking things about certain butter products on American shelves. We're talking about products that contained over 60% vegetable fat while being sold as real butter. We're talking about violations in water content and even bacterial contamination. Real butter has to meet very strict legal standards. According to US and FDA regulations, a product can only be called butter if it contains between 80 to 90% milk fat, no more than 16% water, and a maximum of 2% non-fat milk solids. The most important rule is that real butter cannot contain a single gram of vegetable fat. Any palm oil, sunflower oil, or other plant-based fats in the mix mean the product simply is not butter. So let's get into the 5 products you should absolutely avoid. Number 5 on our list is Pasture Gold Extra Butter, in its 7-ounce package from a Midwest-based company called Prairie Farms LLC. This case is a bit different from the others because the problem wasn't about faking the ingredients. In October of 2020, the Food and Drug Administration issued a public health warning regarding this specific product. They discovered Salmonella bacteria in one of the 5 tested samples from batch number 511336, with an expiration date of November 17, 2020. Salmonella is a serious health hazard. We're talking about a bacterium that can cause food poisoning with symptoms like fever, diarrhea, vomiting, and severe abdominal pain. The product was immediately pulled from all store shelves. The company launched an investigation and tested all of its butter batches, notifying health authorities in Ohio and Wisconsin. The manufacturer, Prairie Farms, released a statement saying that they conduct continuous quality monitoring, and this was the first time they had ever found salmonella in any of their products. They claimed it was a one-time incident. But here's the thing, even a single incident involving bacterial contamination is one time too many. This case proves that even products with the proper USDA inspection labels can sometimes pose a risk to your health. You should always check public health announcements and pay close attention to the lot numbers when you're buying dairy products. The product has the veterinary number PL061 1601WE if you want to remember it. Moving on to number 4, we have Heartland Farms butter from a major dairy cooperative in the Midwest. During a massive investigation into butter quality in September and October of 2017, the Consumer Protection Agency tested 17 batches of butter from the biggest producers in the USA. A government food safety lab conducted all the tests, and the Heartland Farms brand had a serious problem. Its water content came in at 16.8%. The maximum allowed by law is 16%. This butter was the worst offender in the entire study when it came to water content. And there was one more red flag: the price. At the time of testing, Heartland Farms butter cost only about $2.89 a pack. That made it the cheapest butter in the entire investigation. State departments of agriculture launched proceedings against retailers who were selling butter with excessive water content. These stores had to pay for the costs of the laboratory tests. Now you might be thinking that 0.8 percentage points over the limit is no big deal, but think about it this way. When you buy butter with extra water pumped into it, you're paying butter prices for water. You're getting less actual milk fat for your money, and when a butter costs significantly less than everything else on the shelf, there's usually a reason. It takes about 25 pounds of milk to produce just 2 pounds of real butter. Good butter has a cost threshold that it just can't go much below. Super cheap butter should always make you suspicious. Number 3 is the extra 100% original butter from Great Lakes Dairy. The name of this product is 100% original extra butter. The irony is painful. This product, which claimed to be 100% genuine, actually contained 14% vegetable fat. That's not butter. It's a fraud with a clever name on the package. The Consumer Protection Agency's investigation revealed that vegetable fats were present in amounts that completely disqualify this product from being called butter under any law. The lab analyzed the fatty acid composition and confirmed the adulteration. According to US and FDA regulations, butter cannot contain any vegetable fat. Zero. None. The name of the product itself was an additional violation because calling something 100% original suggests the highest quality when the product was in fact a counterfeit. This case teaches an important lesson. Marketing slogans on packaging can be completely misleading. Just because a product says it's original, extra, or premium doesn't mean a thing. You have to check the actual ingredients list and look at the fat percentage. Words are cheap. Lab tests tell the truth. Number 2 takes us to the Amir Extra Butter, a 7-ounce package also from Great Lakes Dairy. The lab found 11.73% vegetable fat in this product. That's more than enough to disqualify it from being called butter. This product was part of the same investigation that caught other products from Golden Meadow Creamery. Fatty acid analysis left absolutely no doubt. Cheaper vegetable fats were being mixed in to inflate their profits. This was just one product in an entire series of fakes that the dairy had been pushing for years. Back in 2007, a foundation called Consumer Watch conducted an independent lab test of butter products. Their report was titled something like "Churned and Burned." Out of the 9 butters they tested, only 1 turned out to be the real deal. Products linked to the Golden Meadow Creamery group consistently came back as adulterated. The company had a pattern of deception stretching back many years. When a manufacturer systematically fakes its products over a long period, it shows a deliberate intent to mislead for financial gain. Even though this specific brand has officially vanished from the market, the case serves as a stark warning about unknown or suspiciously cheap producers. And now, we get to number 1, the worst offender of them all. Extra creamy butter from Golden Meadow Creamery, based out of Cedar Rapids. This company had previously operated under the name Heartland Dairy Company before a restructuring. Here's what the laboratory found. Instead of the required minimum of 80% milk fat, this product contains 61.8% vegetable fat. Let that sink in for a moment. More than half of this so-called butter was actually vegetable oil. This was a spread being sold at butter prices with a butter label. It was fraud on a massive scale. The Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, launched a full-scale investigation. They found systematic adulteration by Golden Meadow Creamery. The Food and Drug Administration had already issued 46 decisions citing the poor quality of butter from this company since 2012. The FTC had also challenged the manufacturer back in 2006 and 2008 when they were still operating under their old name. The head of the FTC ended up imposing a penalty on them amounting to over $370,000 for violating the collective interests of consumers. The Court of Appeals upheld this penalty in 2018, making the verdict final. The products were pulled from the shelves. The company was eventually acquired by the AgriCorp Foods Group, which had to deal with the financial fallout. This case is a textbook example of consumer deception. People were paying premium prices for butter and getting cheap vegetable oil in return. The brand is gone from stores now, but the story shows how critical it is to check who makes your butter and to avoid any deals that seem too good to be true. All right, those were the 5 butter products you should definitely stay away from. But I promised you something else at the beginning of this video. 2 brands of butter that are absolutely worth buying, products that deliver on quality, products where you get real value for your money. Let's get to them. The second best butter you can buy is the 83% butterfat butter from Organic Valley. Organic Valley is a farmer-owned cooperative based in Wisconsin, and they're one of the largest and most respected dairy companies in the United States. This butter has an 83% milk fat content. That's higher than the required minimum of 80% and higher than most competing products, which offer a standard 82%. The ingredient list is as simple as it gets. Pasteurized sweet cream. nothing more. No preservatives, no artificial colors, and absolutely no vegetable fats. There are no additives of any kind. The price hovers around $4 to $5 for an 8-ounce block, based on prices at the end of 2024 and the start of 2025. Organic Valley was one of the producers scrutinized during a Food and Drug Administration investigation back in 2017. Their products showed zero issues, no adulteration with vegetable fats, and no violations regarding water content. The most recent USDA quality inspection in February of 2025 confirmed that butters from this dairy cooperative meet all quality requirements, passing with flying colors. Clinical dietitian Anna Wieczorek of NutriCreative gives this product an unequivocal recommendation. She says you can put this butter in your shopping cart without a second thought. Consumer reviews overwhelmingly back up the quality. People describe its mild yet distinct buttery flavor, its uniformly creamy texture, and how smoothly it spreads on bread. They also rave about its excellent performance in both baking and cooking. That extra 1% of fat, hitting 83 instead of 82%, means you're getting more real value for your money. The Organic Valley brand consistently ranks high on Forbes' list of top American brands. The cooperative is one of the 3 biggest players in the American butter market, with significant sales in independent grocery stores and smaller retail chains. The company also produces Organic Valley ghee, or clarified butter, in 16-ounce jars. This product has a high smoke point, which makes it fantastic for frying. It hit the market in 2024 and contains no preservatives. This butter combines everything a smart consumer wants: a clean, simple ingredient list, a higher-than-standard milk fat content, a producer with decades of reputation backed by government inspections, and a reasonable price. Organic Valley has a solid market position and a transparent quality policy. And now for the #1 butter you should be buying. It's the extra creamy butter, 82%, from Land O'Lakes. Land O'Lakes is a farmer-owned cooperative headquartered in Minnesota. They are the largest dairy producer in the United States and a major force in the North American market. This butter contains 82% milk fat, which meets the requirement for the extra designation. The ingredient list has just one item: pasteurized cream from milk. No preservatives, no artificial colors, and it's naturally gluten-free. Butter is a natural source of vitamins A, D, E, and carotenoids. The price typically ranges from $5 to $6 for a 1-pound package of 4 sticks. Land O'Lakes was a key subject of the Food and Drug Administration's investigation in 2017. The agency's commissioner at the time stated after the test that the results were satisfying. The most important finding was that no butter was being adulterated with cheaper vegetable fats. Land O'Lakes' products passed the inspection without any issues. The Agricultural and Food Quality Inspection Agency checked them again in February of 2025, confirming that they continue to maintain high-quality standards. Land O'Lakes butter is the absolute sales leader in the United States. According to data from the Dairy Industry Forum, this product appears on 1 out of every 3 supermarket receipts that includes butter, making Land O'Lakes the dominant force in the American butter market. The company says their butter comes from milk produced in the heart of America's dairyland. People call this region the Green Heart of America because of its low pollution levels and strong dairy farming traditions. The product boasts a smooth spreadability and a uniform consistency. Consumer reviews on price comparison sites and food blogs are mixed, which is pretty typical for a mass-market product. Some people praise its taste and value for the price. Others say it lacks the intense, buttery flavor of more premium options and is too hard straight from the fridge. But here's the thing. Nutritionists actually say that hardness right out of the refrigerator is a sign of real, unadulterated butter. The product's advantages are clear. It has a simple ingredient list, just sweet cream, and has won multiple Consumer Choice Awards with excellent spreadability once it reaches room temperature. Plus, it has the widest availability in retail chains across the entire country. It's a well-known producer with decades of tradition. Land O'Lakes offers an expanded line of butter products as well. They have extra creamy butter and parchment paper in both 1-pound and 2-pound blocks. They offer lactose-free butter in half-pound sticks for people with dairy sensitivities. They also make a clarified butter with a smoke point over 480 degrees Fahrenheit for perfect frying and a premium pasture-raised butter. They even have a certified USDA organic butter in a half-pound package, and flavored butters with garlic, herbs, mushrooms, and onion. Land O'Lakes is a pillar of the American dairy industry. They are the largest producer in the country, with a long history and robust quality control systems. Their classic American butter gives you an affordable price with guaranteed quality, confirmed by government inspections. You can find this product in practically every grocery store in the United States, from Walmart to Kroger. It's a safe, reliable choice for everyday use. The American butter market has improved dramatically over the last 20 years. Back in 2007, studies showed that a shocking 67.7% of extra butter samples contained a mix of milk fat and cheaper vegetable oil. But inspections from 2017 to 2025 tell a completely different story. 97% of the products tested now meet quality standards. Adulteration with vegetable fats has practically disappeared among reputable manufacturers. Cases like the Midwest Creameries scandal, which resulted in a $400,000 fine, stand as a warning, but today they are the exception, not the rule. Major producers like Land O'Lakes, Darigold, and Cabot Creamery maintain high-quality standards, which are consistently confirmed by government oversight. Smart shoppers should choose butter from trusted producers, read the labels, avoid suspiciously cheap products, and follow FDA announcements for food safety alerts. For instance, butter brands like Land O'Lakes